Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Jamel Malik. Jamel and several people have been sending me updates on the story about the video that I covered 2 weeks ago. It had to do with the 22-year-old man that was killed in a Beavercreek Walmart. His name is John Crawford. And what happened is that the guy who initially called 911, he stated that John was waving around an AR-15. He was threatening to shoot people. And so a lot of folks are saying everything that you said in that video was correct, T, that the man did lie and that he should be in trouble. And now everything I said in that video is coming to pass. So recently the 911 caller, his name is Ronald Ritchie, he was recently interviewed, and basically they asked him, they were like, you know, what happened that day? What did you see? And this idiot literally changed his entire story right there on camera. He said that he didn't see him point the gun at anybody, he didn't see him waving the gun around, but that's not what he told the 911 people. Go ahead and check out this new interview with Ronald Ritchie, and I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
Describe it.
Yeah, black gentleman walking up.
Describe it.
Black gentleman walking up, holding what looks to be an AR-15, called the police, waving at people, waving at little children, waving the gun, and...
Do you remember what aisle you were down, or?
It was down the tool aisle and the pets aisle.
Pets aisle?
Yeah.
And when you say he had the gun, he was waving, I mean, what was he doing? Was he saying anything? What was he doing with this gun?
He was just waving it at children, people, items. I couldn't hear anything that he was saying. So.
When you saw that, I mean, what's going through your mind? You're seeing this guy waving this gun around inside Walmart.
I'm thinking that he's either going to rob the place or he's there to shoot somebody else. He looks kind of serious as far as he didn't really want to be looked at, and when people did look at him, he was pointing the gun at people and everything, so just really off-putting. Once the police got there, they told him, they came around the corner, said put it down. They said it 2 times, and then the gentleman decided to swing the rifle to the officer pointing at them. That's when the officer shot him twice.
And it was just one of the officers?
Yes.
There was 2 there, though, correct?
There was about 4. Yeah.
Okay. But only one of them, you said, shot the gun?
Yes. Yeah.
And as you watching the news reports, do you know which officer it was that fired the gun?
I don't know his name.
Okay. But do you know his picture?
If I saw him, yeah.
Okay. I might show that to you later, by the way. I have the pictures of the 2 that they said were there. So
yeah.
You said there was 4. So when you see the officer fire his weapon, what happens then?
He went down, threw his weapon, and then he tried to get back up and go either for the officer or for the gun again, and that's when the officer grabbed a hold of him and put him down and handcuffed him, then took him out on the gurney.
Tonight's big story, we're hearing for the first time what went on inside the Walmart in Beavercreek.
About the suspect shot by police and the mother who died days before her wedding. Hey there, everybody. I'm Jack Atherton.
And hello, I'm Deborah Linz. Elise Coulter is live in Beavercreek and explains how everything unfolded. Elise.
Jack and Deborah, Beavercreek police say they got a 911 call about a man inside the Walmart waving around a rifle-like weapon and even pointing it at kids. The call's a dispatcher. It plays out moment by moment what was happening inside.
The gentleman walking around with a gun in the store.
That's the call to 911 dispatchers that alerted Beavercreek police.
Is he got it pulled out?
Yeah, he's like pointing at people. He's like loading it right now.
Beavercreek police say 2 of their officers arrived on scene within 3 minutes, and you can hear what happened next.
Sir, what's going on?
Gunshots in the store.
Gunshots rang out. Beavercreek police say 2 officers shot 22-year-old John Crawford III of Fairfield.
He went around the corner. He wasn't gone for maybe 5 minutes on the telephone. The next thing I know, we were all being shoved out the store, saying someone was just shot.
We spoke to Crawford's girlfriend, who says he was in town for a cookout and they went to Walmart to get supplies to make s'mores.
He wasn't armed by no means. We were playing walking through the store. I even grabbed him by his shirt where you could see his waistline. He didn't have anything on him at all.
These are the two officers involved in the shooting last night, Sergeant David Darko and Officer Sean Williams. Williams was involved in a deadly shooting in 2010. We were there when Beavercreek police shot and killed 45-year-old Scott Brogley after officers say Brogley was chasing his wife with a kitchen knife. That shooting was ruled justified. But for Crawford's family, they don't believe officers should have shot him.
He didn't do anything wrong. We walked in Walmart together, and apparently we didn't walk out of Walmart together.
Beavercreek police asked the Attorney General's office to do its own criminal investigation. They accepted, but Beavercreek police do say through their preliminary investigation, the officers acted appropriately. For now, reporting live in Beavercreek, Elise Coulter, Fox 45 News.
Inside the Walmart in Beavercreek, Ohio, right near Dayton. The suspect was killed. Another person ended up dying just trying to get away. WLWT News 5's Allison Montoya is in the gunman's hometown of Fairfield for us, covering this developing story and the connection to the tri-state tonight. Allison.
Well, Sheree, good evening to you, and I can tell you tonight that police shot dead 22-year-old John Crawford last night in Beavercreek. He lived here at these apartments in Fairfield, and we just got done talking with his family. They tell us that he was only holding on to a fake gun last night. Now, Beavercreek police near Dayton tell us officers responded to a Walmart store last night for a man waving a rifle-type weapon at customers. We're told officers confronted Crawford and that he did not listen to their verbal commands. He was then shot by police. Crawford died after he was taken to the hospital. The mother of his two children says she was on the phone with him the entire time.
This for the police that you weren't listening. He was telling you that it wasn't real. The gun wasn't even real. And he just lost his life from the police.
Now, I just got off the phone with Beavercreek police moments ago. They tell me they cannot answer if Crawford, in fact, did have a fake gun or not, and that BCI is now handling the investigation, and family says Crawford was just in the Dayton area visiting family. Reporting live from Fairfield, Allison Montoya, WLWT News 5.
The other person who died is a 37-year-old mother, we're told, who was going to be married soon. The coroner says that she wasn't shot, that she collapsed at the store and died from some sort of medical condition.
So you guys just checked out his interview, and this whole situation just pisses me off. First of all, like I said in my other video, how can you be a Marine and you can't tell the difference between a toy gun and a real gun? It's clearly obvious that this man knew what he was doing and that he did this on purpose. And because of his 911 call, not only one person died, not just John Crawford died, but let's not forget another woman who was in the store that day, she died as well because she heard the gunshot and she was so concerned that one of her family members might have been shot and killed that she ended up having a heart attack and she died later on that night. So two people lost their lives over what? Over somebody being bored and playing a 911 joke? This man has not been arrested. He has not been charged. Nothing has happened to this man. And I fought this man greatly. Now, granted, the police should have came and talked to John first, try to figure out what was going on. But because of this man's call is what led the police to be there. I said this man is 60% at fault and the police are 40% at fault for shooting and asking questions after the fact. You know, the whole situation is just disgusting to me. Like I said in my other video, Ohio is an open and carry state. So my thing is, are black people not allowed to openly carry their guns in Ohio? Because I find that funny that it's an open and carry state. They see a black man with a gun, and instead of questioning him or asking the question, their first reaction is to shoot first. You know, so the whole situation is just sick, and this guy should feel really, really guilty for what he did. He thought it was funny, and now not only one person is dead, but two people are dead behind his foolishness. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation that's concerning Ronald Ritchie. Do you feel like he should be arrested and thrown in jail for him calling 911 and for him changing his story after the fact? Or do you feel like, you know what, he just made an honest mistake? I'm not buying that shit. But anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. All right. Deuces.